Gentlemen, if your mornings feel empty, your energy is dropping, and your body doesn't respond the way it used to, this message is for you. If your penis no longer gets firm like before, if you feel weak, tired, or disconnected from the man you once were, it's not your fault. The real problem isn't your age. It's that your body is missing something important. There's one simple thing you should be giving it every morning. Once you do, your energy, strength, and confidence can return in just a few days. I'm Dr. Laura, a men's health expert and urologist with over 30 years of experience helping men over 50 bring back their vitality. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s regain the power and stamina they thought were gone forever, without pills, injections, or risky stimulants. Most men believe losing energy and sexual drive is just part of getting older. But that's not true. Your body isn't shutting down. It's just waiting to be recharged. There's a powerful natural mix found right in your kitchen that can open up your blood vessels, restart testosterone production, and make you feel alive again. The best part? You don't have to buy anything expensive. You just need to eat this every morning. So stay with me for the next few minutes, because soon I'll show you exactly what to eat, how it works inside your body, and how many men have regained their strength and energy through one simple morning habit. Before we begin, if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another men's health tip made just for you. If you find this message helpful, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 and tell me how I can make the next one better for you. All right, gentlemen, now that you understand why this morning habit is so powerful, let's look deeper. Let's talk about what really happens inside your body after 60, why your energy, strength, and confidence start to fade, and how the right morning food can change it all. 1. The quiet decline after 60. When I sit with men in their 60s or 70s, I often notice the same look in their eyes, a mix of frustration and quiet acceptance. They tell me, "Doctor, I don't feel like myself anymore." They still have the desire and passion, but their bodies don't respond like they used to. The spark that once defined them as men seems to have faded, and that realization hurts more than they want to admit. I completely understand that feeling. I've spoken to thousands of men who thought their best days were behind them. They wake up each morning feeling more tired, weaker, and less alive. Their muscles are softer, their hearts slower, and even the energy to take a walk or play with their grandchildren begins to fade. In those quiet moments, they wonder if this is just what happens with age. But here's the truth most men don't know. This decline isn't just aging. It's your body's way of saying something vital is missing. Your blood vessels lose flexibility, your testosterone levels drop, and your cells stop making energy efficiently. It's not because you're broken, it's because your body is hungry for real nourishment. Modern diets full of sugar, processed oils, and caffeine drain your energy instead of building it. After 60, every morning matters. Each sunrise is another chance for your body to repair and grow stronger. Yet most men start their day with coffee and toast, never realizing they're skipping the very fuel their body needs. I tell my patients this all the time. Your body is like a car that's been running for decades. It doesn't need a new engine, it just needs the right oil to keep going smoothly. And the good news is, your body can recover faster than you think. I've seen men who felt tired and powerless regain their drive within weeks. Their posture improves, their energy returns, and that confident spark comes back into their eyes, all because they began their mornings differently. There's a natural mix that ancient cultures have used for centuries to stay strong, energetic, and vibrant well into old age. It's not a pill, not a supplement, and not expensive. It's something sitting in your kitchen right now. Once you start your day with it, you'll understand why men in their 70s can still feel like they're 40 again. Let me tell you exactly what that morning secret is and how it can completely change the way you age. 2. The ancient morning duo, turmeric and honey. I remember the first time I shared this simple secret with one of my patients, a man named Robert, 71 years old, who came into my office with his head down. He told me, "Doctor, I've tried everything, pills, tonics, even energy drinks. Nothing works anymore." His voice carried the frustration many men feel when their bodies stop cooperating. I looked at him and said, "Robert, you don't need another pill. What you need is already in your kitchen." He gave me a doubtful smile as if to say, "Come on, Duck, it can't be that simple." But it is. The combination I told him about was something ancient, something our ancestors used long before modern medicine: turmeric and honey, two simple ingredients most people overlook, yet when used together, they work wonders. Turmeric, the golden spice, is nature's healer. It cleans your blood, lowers inflammation, and strengthens your heart and blood vessels. Honey, pure and raw, gives your body natural minerals and compounds that boost testosterone, balance blood sugar, and keep you energized all day. When you mix the two, something amazing happens. Turmeric opens your blood vessels, helping circulation, while honey fuels your body with steady energy and hormone support. I've seen men who could barely climb stairs suddenly regain their stamina after just a couple of weeks on this routine. And the benefits go beyond energy. You'll notice it in your mood, your focus, and even your intimate life. Robert followed the plan. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder mixed with 2 tablespoons of raw honey every morning before breakfast. 2 weeks later, he called me, full of joy. "Doctor," he said, "I feel alive again. My wife can't believe the difference." That's the power of nature when used the right way. What's most amazing is how simple and affordable it is. You don't need expensive treatments or rare herbs. You just need to reach into your pantry and do this every morning. It's not about being complicated. It's about being consistent. But here's what most men don't know: the science behind why the simple morning mix works so well inside the male body. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how turmeric and honey repair, awaken, and rebuild your masculine strength from the inside out. 3. The science behind turmeric. When I explain turmeric to my patients, I tell them to think of it as a quiet mechanic working inside your body. You may not see it, but it's fixing the damage that's been building up for years. The science behind this golden root is truly remarkable. And yet, its power lies in its simplicity. The main active part of turmeric is called curcumin, a natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant so strong that scientists around the world have studied it for years to understand its effects on aging, blood flow, and hormone health. When you're young, your blood vessels are soft and flexible, letting blood flow easily to every part of your body. That's why erections, energy, and muscle recovery come naturally. But as you age, inflammation makes those vessels stiffer. Plaque builds up, blood flow weakens, and your body slowly starts to lose its spark. Curcumin works like a skilled repairman. It cleans your blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and helps oxygen and nutrients move freely again. When blood flows easily, your heart beats stronger, your brain thinks clearer, and yes, your erections become firmer and last longer, naturally. But turmeric doesn't stop there. It also protects your prostate, lowers bad cholesterol, and supports your liver so your hormones stay balanced. I remember one of my patients, George, who said, "Dr. Laura, I didn't realize how much pain and stiffness I had until it disappeared." He had been taking turmeric with honey for just 3 weeks and noticed not only more energy, but also a lightness he hadn't felt in years. That's the amazing thing about healing from the inside out. It doesn't just fix one part of your body, it restores your whole system. What fascinates me most about turmeric is how smart it is. Unlike chemical drugs that push your body in one direction, turmeric listens. It adjusts. If your blood pressure is high, it helps lower it. If your blood sugar is unstable, it helps balance it. It doesn't overpower your body, it brings it back into harmony. That's why I call it nature's equalizer. The truth is, your body was built to heal itself. You just need to give it the right tools. And turmeric, combined with its perfect partner, becomes the spark that reignites everything that makes you feel alive as a man. But turmeric alone isn't enough. It needs its perfect match to unlock its full power. Let's talk about that next, because this next ingredient gives your body the strength every man over 60 needs to feel alive again. When I mention honey, most men think of it as a simple sweetener, something you drizzle on toast or stir into tea. But the truth is, real raw honey is one of nature's strongest healing foods, especially for men over 60. I still remember one of my patients, Frank, a retired firefighter in his late 60s. He came into my office feeling exhausted, his energy gone, his confidence fading. "Doc," he said, "I feel like I'm running on empty." I smiled and told him, "Frank, your body doesn't need more caffeine or energy drinks. It needs real fuel, the kind nature made for you." That's when I introduced him to raw honey. Honey isn't just sugar. It's a living, healing food filled with minerals, enzymes, and nutrients your body can truly use. It contains boron and zinc, two minerals directly linked to testosterone production. As testosterone rises, so do energy, muscle strength, and desire. I've seen men who were tired and unmotivated become active and confident again simply by adding raw honey to their mornings. It's like pouring premium fuel into a tired engine. It wakes everything up. Honey also does something amazing for your blood vessels. It naturally boosts nitric oxide, a compound that helps them relax and open up. This is the same principle behind many erectile dysfunction drugs, except honey does it naturally and safely without side effects. When your blood flows freely, your body comes alive again. Your heart beats stronger, your mind feels sharper, and your performance in the bedroom improves naturally. But here's the important part. Most honey in stores isn't real. It's processed, overheated, and stripped of its nutrients. True, raw honey has a rich smell, a slightly tangy taste, and slowly crystallizes over time. It's thick, golden, and full of life. When I tell my patients to use only raw, unfiltered honey, I'm not being strict. I'm protecting nature's healing power. Frank called me 3 weeks later, full of energy. "Dr. Laura," he said, "I've started walking again. I sleep better, and my wife keeps asking what I've been doing differently." That kind of joy never gets old for me because it proves that when you give your body what it truly needs, it rewards you in ways that go far beyond energy. But something even more powerful happens when you combine honey with turmeric. On their own, they're both amazing. Together, they become a force that can restore strength, stamina, and vitality faster than you can imagine. The first time I saw what happens when turmeric and honey are mixed, I couldn't believe how quickly men's bodies started to change. It wasn't magic. It was nature working exactly the way it's supposed to. I remember a patient named Walter, 70 years old, who told me, "Dr. Laura, I've tried every supplement out there, but nothing lasts." I smiled and said, "That's because you've been trying to force your body to perform instead of helping it remember how." Turmeric and honey together don't force anything. They awaken what's already inside you. Here's the beauty of it. Turmeric opens the pathways, and honey fuels the engine. Turmeric clears your arteries, relaxes your blood vessels, and allows oxygen-rich blood to move freely through your body, especially to the organs that depend on strong circulation. Honey steps in to fuel that system, giving your body the nutrients and minerals it needs to make testosterone and keep your energy up. It's like one builds the road and the other drives the car. The result is a steady rise in stamina, mood, and masculine vitality. I've seen this simple mix change lives. Men who once felt hopeless suddenly found their strength coming back. Their morning energy increased, their focus became sharper, and their confidence, something many had lost years ago, started to shine again. Their wives noticed first. One man in his late 60s told me, half laughing and half proud, "Dr. Laura, I think my wife is more surprised than I am." These are the quiet victories that matter most, the moments when a man feels whole again. The reason this combination works so well is that it supports both the heart and the hormones, the two foundations of male vitality. Turmeric keeps your blood vessels clean and flexible, while honey helps balance hormones and boost mental energy. Together, they work in perfect harmony to restore not only physical strength, but also confidence, motivation, and passion for life. This isn't a quick fix. It's a gentle awakening of your natural power. When men stay consistent with this morning habit, the improvements go far beyond the bedroom. They start sleeping better, standing taller, and smiling more. Their energy no longer fades in the afternoon. They feel lighter, more alive, and their mood stays steady. It's a transformation that begins deep inside and shows on the outside. And the best part is, you don't have to wait months to notice it. Within weeks, you'll feel your body responding, almost as if it's thanking you for finally giving it what it has been missing all these years. But knowing how they work together is just the start. Next, I'll show you exactly how to make this morning tonic the right way, so you can feel the full strength of nature's most powerful duo working inside you every single day. When I first started recommending this morning tonic to my patients, most of them couldn't believe how simple it was. They'd look at me and ask, "That's it, Dr. Laura? Just 2 ingredients?" And I'd smile because, yes, that's all it takes. Healing doesn't always come from a capsule or a prescription. Sometimes it starts with what's already sitting quietly in your kitchen. The key is preparing it the right way so your body absorbs every drop of its goodness. Here's what I tell every man who visits my clinic. Before breakfast, take 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and mix it with 2 tablespoons of pure raw honey. Not the processed kind found in most stores, but the thick, slightly tangy, golden kind full of life. Stir them together in a small glass until they form a smooth, golden paste. You can eat it straight from the spoon or mix it into a cup of warm water. Not hot, because high heat can destroy honey's natural enzymes. Then, take a deep breath and let that first taste remind you that you're doing something powerful for your body today. If you're just starting, go slow. Use half a teaspoon of turmeric for the first week so your body can adjust. Then move up to the full amount. Some men like to take it twice a day in the morning and evening, but I always recommend beginning with the morning routine. Morning is when your testosterone is naturally highest. Your cells are ready to absorb nutrients and your metabolism is fully active. That's when this blend works best. And here's something important I've learned over the years. Consistency matters more than quantity. Taking it once or twice and expecting miracles won't work. But take it every morning faithfully and you'll start noticing changes. It may begin as more energy during the day, less stiffness in your joints, or a lighter, clearer feeling when you wake up. Then slowly, your confidence returns. You'll feel it in your body, your mood, and even in your relationships. One of my patients, Henry, age 68, told me, "Dr. Laura, I've never been a morning person, but now I actually look forward to it." That's the beauty of this habit. It doesn't just heal, it gives you a reason to feel excited about each new day. And once you feel that shift, you'll understand what I mean when I say this tonic is just the beginning. Because once your body starts waking up again, something even greater follows. The real-life transformations of men who stayed consistent and found their strength returning in ways they never thought possible. Over the years, I've had the privilege of witnessing stories that I'll never forget. Stories of men who came to my clinic tired, discouraged, and quietly convinced that their best days were behind them. One of them was Michael, 66, a former teacher, who sat across from me and said, "Dr. Laura, I'm not the man I used to be.
I feel empty inside. His blood pressure was high, his energy was low, and his confidence was slipping away. I told him the same thing I've told hundreds of men. Give your body what it needs each morning, and it will remember how to be strong again. Michael took that advice seriously. Every morning, he mixed turmeric with raw honey, just as I showed him. 2 weeks later, I received an email from him. The subject line read simply, "It's working." He told me he'd started waking up with more energy, sleeping better, and feeling that spark return in ways he hadn't felt for years. His wife noticed before he did. She told him, "You're smiling again." And that, to me, is what real healing looks like. Not just physical change, but emotional renewal. Then there was Arthur, 73, a retired mechanic. When he first came in, he joked that he felt like more of the cars he used to fix, old and out of tune. But after a month of the turmeric and honey routine, he came back grinning. "Dr.Laura, the engine's running again." His blood flow improved, his stamina returned, and his marriage felt alive for the first time in years. These moments remind me why I do what I do. Because when a man's vitality returns, so does his sense of purpose, his laughter, and his hope. I've heard countless stories like theirs, men who thought age had taken everything from them, only to discover that all they needed was the right daily habit. Some noticed results in days, others in weeks, but all felt one thing in common: a powerful reconnection to themselves. It's not a miracle. It's simply the body healing the way it was meant to. And if you're listening now wondering if it could work for you, let me assure you it can. Because behind every one of these stories lies a simple truth. The human body, even after 60 or 70 years, still remembers how to thrive when you give it the chance. But to truly understand why this change lasts and how to keep your energy, strength, and vitality alive, you need to know what happens inside your body once this routine becomes part of your life.